What happened?
Halo walking in the room with my brother's stream. My mama is coming to bring that here. My mama is the reason why we get our motherfucking kid. I don't talk to my goddamn baby mama.
The gloves are off. DDG's mom just jumped into the ring and came straight for Halle Bailey's whole image. And the way she's airing things out, it's making Halle look real shaky right now. Halle thought she could slide in some slick shade about DDG's so-called weird behavior and come out looking clean, but she did not see his mama, Tanya, coming with that comeback heat. Now the internet's in total chaos. The drama's messier by the minute, and people are starting to side-eye Halle like never before. Some are even saying her sweet, innocent act might just be a front. So, how did things explode from quiet shade to Tanya going all in with the truth bombs? And what exactly did she say that's got fans jumping ship? Let's get into it. This whole situation between Halle and DDG has officially gone wild. And now Tanya is stepping into the spotlight, making sure her son isn't the only one getting dragged through the mud. After Halle started throwing little hints that DDG's home life was, let's say, unstable and a little suspicious, Tanya came back swinging. And she's not holding back at all.
A rare way of communicating, but I don't talk to people disrespectful. If I'm talking in a high-pitched voice, it's not like I'm calling
no, I know him.
It's not like I'm calling
That's just him.
But you can't keep giving people that's just him because it's still disrespectful.
How long y'all been together?
But it don't matter. It's still disrespectful.
He ain't changed from day one. He's been this way.
No, Dejan is a little bit more disrespectful than what he was.
No, I was explaining to her that I don't.
Tanya didn't waste a single second. She came swinging and called out what she says is Halle's real personality. According to Tanya, the public only knows the glammed-up, Hollywood-ready version of Halle, not the one who's been stirring up drama behind the scenes. But before we get into Tanya's explosive clapback, let's rewind a bit, because this fire didn't spark from nowhere. See, Halle's been real subtle about it, but she's been pointing fingers at DDG's family for why everything between them fell apart, especially his mom. In some court docs, she didn't hold back at all. She basically painted Tanya as the enabler, saying she never held DDG accountable and even helped him cover things up when the relationship got real rocky. But trust, Tanya was not here for being dragged into the mess. She snapped right back, like when Halle dropped that serious claim about DDG allegedly putting hands on her and even chipping her tooth. Yeah, that. In her own words, Halle wrote, "When me arrived at his house, I was crying and told his family what happened. I begged his family who were there to help me figure out a schedule with me."
Halo walking in the room with my brother's stream. My mama is coming to bring that here. My mama is the reason why we get our motherfucking kids. I don't talk to my goddamn baby mama. My mom is the reason why me and my brother get our kids. We go through my goddamn mama. My mom is nice as hell. This could be my mama cup. Chino could come and slap the cup out of her hand. She gonna be like, oh, I'm just gonna get into the cup. My mom is the nicest person in the world.
Tanya was not about to let that slide without speaking her piece. Halle claimed DDG's mom told her to just leave Halo and go. And if that wasn't enough, she also said Tanya helped cover up the fact that DDG wasn't acting like the present dad he pretended to be. Halle even wrote, "I am aware that Daryl leaves Halo with his mother most of the visits, and his mother cares for Halo." That line right there had folks raising eyebrows. It didn't take long for Tanya to pop back up, and when she did, she was clearly in full mama bear mode. She jumped on Instagram and dropped that shady Kermit the Frog meme, the one where he's sipping tea, and captioned it, "Hello, Jesus, take the wheel." Now that might seem like just a meme, but anyone with half a brain saw the shade dripping from it. Right after that, social media exploded. People started dragging Tanya hard, calling her the exact enabler Halle accused her of being. But Tanya wasn't backing down. She clapped back with a whole new message. She posted, "I don't usually come on here or say anything on this internet, even with all the negativity, lies, and hatred towards mine. But these accusations made me realize I've been quiet too long." That's when everything spun out of control, because Halle came right back with receipts. She dropped some text messages that allegedly showed just how deep Tanya was involved in covering for DDG behind the scenes. One of the receipts Halle dropped straight up confirmed what people had been whispering about for weeks. Tanya was way too deep in the parenting role. The text made it clear DDG wasn't the one handling his own kid. It was all going through his mama. In the messages, Halle told Tanya, "Just keeping you updated. We'll be back on the 11th. Haven't heard if Moo still plans to get Halo like we talked about. If he's around, you can get him the 27th and bring him back the 4th. If not, I'll keep him till we return." And Tanya? She responded by saying DDG didn't have time to pick up Halo. Her words were, "Hi, I forgot to text you. He said that he will wait until you get back to get him." That right there had people shaking their heads. Once those texts hit the blogs, Tanya snapped back, hard. She accused Halle of trying to flip the script and make it look like something it wasn't. Tanya basically said she's the one stepping in for Halo when DDG isn't available, and instead of showing some appreciation, Halle's throwing shade all over the place. But fans ain't buying it. If DDG was really such a hands-on dad like Tanya claims, why is everything always falling on her? Tanya's out here asking why she's always the one making arrangements, but fans already clocked it and had plenty to say. In the comments, people weren't holding back. One wrote,
What happened? She gonna talk to me. She acting like I did something mean to her.
You better stop, mother.
I don't normally blame parents for how their grown kids act, but DDG's mama is a big part of the problem. Her posts after the restraining order? Shameful. Another added, "She's the classic boy mom." Not surprised she's writing for her son, but she lets him walk all over her. And the receipts? They're wild. In one clip, DDG literally smacks food right out of Tanya's hand, and what does she do? She just laughs like it's some joke. No correction, no check, just giggles. People were like, "That's enabling behavior, especially coming from a black mom. That's kind of strange." But Halle's not the only one calling things out. In another video, DDG's brother's baby mama complained about his disrespect. And guess what Tanya did? She laughed again, saying, "That's just how he is. He ain't ever gonna change." No accountability, no correction, just more excuses and laughs, and the internet is not here for it. But the wildest part? It came when DDG's own brother basically exposed the whole family dynamic without even meaning to. In a video, he called their mom the nicest woman ever. But the way he said it low-key sounded more like, "She lets us do whatever we want without ever getting checked." And fans caught it instantly. People were side-eyeing Tanya hard, pointing out how she's always in the middle, stepping in between her sons and their baby mamas, handling things they should be doing themselves. It's like she's the middleman because her sons allegedly don't even want to deal with their own responsibilities. Now let's be real. Nobody's trying to call Tanya a bad mom or tear down her parenting entirely. But based on what's being said, it's looking like she's been enabling DDG's messy behavior for way longer than anybody realized. And this is where Tanya completely snapped. She didn't just throw out cryptic Instagram shade this time. Nah, she came out swinging. Tanya went full savage mode, pulled out a whole stack of legal declarations, and straight up tried to expose Halle for everything. Tanya came out swinging in those legal papers, claiming Halle's been lying through her little chipped tooth, playing up the drama and pulling every move she can to shut DDG out of his child's life. Everyone already knew Tanya rides hard for her son, but the way she tried to flip the whole story on Halle, straight up wild. In her sworn declaration, Tanya went all in, accusing Halle of stalking DDG with AirTags. Yeah, she said the first tracker alert popped up on June 3rd, 2020. Then, things escalated when DDG allegedly found one stashed inside his Maybach. And that same night, Tanya claimed it all blew up fast. Halle allegedly showed up uninvited to a Beverly Hills movie theater where DDG was supposedly with another woman. Tanya said Halle even called her directly that night, heated, yelling that she knew exactly where DDG was and allegedly threatening to mess him up for creeping around behind her back. But Tanya wasn't done yet. She made it real clear that the movie theater incident was just the beginning of what she called Halle's obsessed ex behavior. and fans are losing it over these claims. The day after that wild movie theater pull-up, Tanya says Halle, DDG, and her man George did a full sweep of DDG's Maybach. And guess what they found? An AirTag stashed underneath the back seat. That's how, according to Tanya, Halle always popped up right when DDG least expected it, like at that movie spot that night. But it didn't stop there. Not even close. Tanya claims, just days later, George was driving DDG's Escalade when those same creepy AirTag alerts started blowing up on his iPhone. At first, they didn't see anything, but the alerts kept coming, so they tore the car apart again. Boom, another AirTag hidden behind the back seat. And just when they thought the madness was over, Tanya says another one popped up 2 weeks later, this time inside a random vitamin bottle in the Escalade. Yeah, it was getting straight bizarre. But then Tanya dropped the craziest part yet. She claims the tracking didn't end with the cars. It got even more personal after baby Halo was born. According to Tanya, in April 2024, she found a fourth AirTag, and this one was allegedly hidden inside Halo's diaper bag. And she made it clear, it wasn't just tossed in there by accident. She's saying it was deliberately placed. Tanya says that AirTag found in Halo's diaper bag wasn't just tossed in there. It was tucked underneath a cardboard lining, like someone went out of their way to hide it and keep tabs without getting caught. But wait, it gets even messier. Fast forward to January 2025. Tanya and her boyfriend moved into DDG's house. While they were unpacking and getting things in order, Tanya claims she stumbled on something wild, a box of unused Apple AirTags stuffed in one of DDG's bedroom drawers. And guess who allegedly left them behind? Halle. According to Tanya, Halle had been living there on and off both before and during her pregnancy. So after airing out all of that, it's no shock that things between Tanya and Halle are worse than ever. It's gotten so tense that Halle doesn't even want Tanya anywhere near baby Halo. And remember that restraining order Halle got against DDG? The judge ended up ruling in her favor. She was allowed to take Halo all the way to Italy to film her new movie, and she even got awarded sole custody. But here's the twist. Just recently, the court ruled that DDG can fly to Italy for supervised visits with Halo. Yeah, this drama's not slowing down anytime soon. DDG tried to stop Halle from taking baby Halo to Italy while she filmed her next big movie, but she wasn't backing down. In her legal response, Halle basically told the judge, "I have to be on set in Italy from June 7th to August 4th, 2025. Daryl's known about this for months. And this job, it's how I provide for me and Halo." The judge ended up agreeing to let DDG have monitored visits, but that's when things really blew up. According to court docs, DDG's lawyer, Larry Backman, asked the judge to allow visits under Tanya's supervision. But Halle wasn't having any of it. Her lawyer, Jeremy Lane, shut that request down real quick, telling Judge Latrice Birdsong that Tanya couldn't be trusted to supervise anything fairly. And why not? Because Halle had already accused Tanya of enabling DDG's toxic behavior and claimed that's exactly why she pushed for sole custody in the first place. In the end, the judge sided with Halle and made it official. If DDG wants to see his son in Italy, there's got to be a neutral professional supervisor present at every single visit. Tanya, she's out of the picture completely. But here's where it got extra messy. The judge laid it out plain and simple. If DDG gets to visit Halo, there's going to be strict rules. Rule number 1, no posting Halo on social media during visits. And y'all know how much DDG loves to show off online, especially when it comes to Halo. So this one's going to hit him hard. But it didn't stop there. Things took an even wilder turn. DDG's lawyer told the court they tried to set up supervision, but the only person available? A therapist willing to chaperone the visits. Yup, a therapist. Meanwhile, Halle's team was like, "Nope, not gonna cut it." Her lawyer clapped back and told the judge they'd already reached out to the Italian authorities. Detectives and private security were standing by, ready to handle those visits by the book. That's when DDG's camp started questioning why supervision was even necessary in the first place. But the judge wasn't about to entertain that. She pointed right to the protective filings Halle submitted. Case closed. So then Halle's team offered a solution. They said her personal nanny and private security could handle supervision during the visits. But DDG's lawyer wasn't feeling it. He fired back, saying if the nanny got involved, she shouldn't be allowed to testify in any future court hearings. This thing's turning into a legal chess match, move after move. The judge signed off on it. Both the nanny and the security team are officially locked in for DDG's visits with Halo. But the real shocker? Halle's lawyer revealed that the nanny is actually scared to be alone with DDG, which is exactly why extra protection had to be part of the deal. The judge agreed, and now DDG's visits come with full-time eyes watching his every move. Of course, Tanya wasn't going to stay quiet. She tried to push back on the court's decision, saying she's more than capable of being the chaperone. And not only that, she called Halle weird for trying to keep her away from her own grandson. But let's be real, with Tanya's name tied up in all this drama, fans weren't feeling the whole sweet grandma act at all. People flooded her comments with some serious heat. One user wrote, "You should have checked this nasty behavior a long time ago. You know your son has issues, but all you care about is money and trying to look cool." Another added, "As a mom, yeah, I defend my sons, but not when the wheels already fell off." Tanya might have thought she was protecting her family, but the internet is calling her out loud and clear. But let's be real, wrong is wrong. DDG allegedly hit that girl in front of his own son, and folks are calling out Tanya for trying to defend that behavior. One comment hit hard, saying, "Nobody deserves that, especially not in front of a baby. They don't just hand out restraining orders for nothing. Hold that boy accountable and get off the clout train while you still can." Now the internet's completely split. Some say Tanya's just a ride or die mom doing what she thinks is right. Others believe Halle finally ripped the mask off a very messy family dynamic that's been bubbling under the surface for years. But one thing's for sure, and two things are definitely certain. Between the restraining orders, custody battles, secret air tags, and courtroom chaos, this situation is far from over. So now we gotta ask, do you think Halle's doing too much by keeping Tanya away from Halo? Or is she doing what any mom would do to protect her child from the same toxic cycle? Drop your thoughts in the comments and let us know what you think. And don't forget, if you want more jaw-dropping drama just like this, hit that like button, smash subscribe, and turn on your notifications. Because the next video, it's even messier.